everyone, and welcome to tutorial number 7 of the Learn Python for Beginners course. In this video, we are going to be learning about lists. Lists, also called arrays in many other programming languages, are tools in which you can store many pieces of information at once. Or you could think of it as a variable containing multiple other variables, or a variable and the variable's assigned value is a group of more variables. So let's start out by how to start a list. Lists need names. Let's say that you're keeping track of the height or the width of an object or a living thing. Let's go with height. Once you're done typing in the name of the list to start off, do the equal sign and these two symbols. Now you need to type in the elements of the list. Let's say on the first day it was 1 meter tall, then it was 2 meters tall, and then 3 meters tall. It's growing 1 meter every day. Click enter and call on height. Once you call on height, your list will appear because height is also the name of your list. So call on height and your list appears. Just as I was saying, you could think of it as a variable that was assigned to a group of more variables. Height is the variable, and the variable height was assigned to these group of variables, 1, 2, and 3. So let's say that you come here the next day and you want to add a new height to the list. Let's say whoever you are measuring grew an extra meter. And you don't want to do all this whole program over again. Well, then you can use height.append or list.append. In list.append, you need to start out with the name of your list, in our case, height.append. So this is how you do height.append. Then you have some brackets. In these brackets, you need to type in the value or the element that you want to add to the list. Let's say he grew an extra meter, so now he's 4 meters tall. That means you want to add 4 to the list. Click enter and call on height again. You will see that 4 was added to the list. Let's say now you want to take out one of the heights. Let's say you want to print out 2. So one thing that you should know before we go any further with this video is in Python, when you are numbering a list, because lists are usually numbered like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. If you are new to Python lists and you just saw this and you were told to number it, you would probably say that this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. But in Python, numbering starts with a 0. So this 1 would be the 0th element of the list. This 2 would be the first element. This 3 would be the second element, and this 4 would be the third element. And if you added more elements, it would go on the same way. Let's say you want to take out 2, as I was saying before. Type in height, and then these square symbols. And inside height, type in the number of the element that you want to print out. You don't type in the element, you want to type in the number of the element. So this is the 0th element, this is the first element. So you type in 1 because you want to print out 2, which you recognized is the first element of the list. And if you click enter, it will print out 2. Not 1, because 1 is the 0th. It will print out 1 if you do height, the same symbols, and 0, because 1 is the 0th element of the list, not the first. So it will print out 1. Let's try a few more examples. Height 2, and this will print out 3, and height 3, which will print out 4. The next thing about lists that we are going to learn today is if you want to insert something. Let's say you skipped a day and you say, oh, I skipped a day between 3 and 4. He grew to 3.5 before growing to 4 meters. And you want to insert something. Well, then you use list.insert. The name of your list, height.insert. Add the brackets. And as I was telling you before, how Python numbers their lists from 0, 1, 2, 3, you need to write down this number from which number you want to insert it into. Let's say you want to insert 3.5 right here. So you take the next number and you find out what number of the list it is. So you know this is 0, 1, 2, 3. So this is the third number. This is number 3 of the list. So you type in 3, and you type in, and then comma, and then you type in whatever you want to insert, 3.5. Enter, and you type in height again, you call height, and you get 3.5 inserted between 3 and 4. An important thing to know, if you wanted to insert 3.5 here, you wouldn't take the number of 3. You would take the number of the next element, not the element before whatever you want to insert. And the next thing that I want to tell you is list.extend. Let's say you missed 2 days. You do list.extend. Not list, the name of your list, which is height.extend, then parentheses, and in these parentheses, these symbols. So what this does is it extends the list. If you're asking, doesn't append do that? Well, yes. Append would do good if you missed 1 day though, because you can only add 1 element to the list at a time when you're using append. When you're using extend, then you can add more than 1 element. You can add multiple new elements to the list. Let's say you missed 2 days, and then you want to say that he grew to 5 meters, then 6. Then you do he grew 5 meters, comma, and then your next element that you want to add, which is 6. Enter, and you call height again, and you see that 5 and 6 were added to the list. Now, the final thing that I want to tell you about lists is list.remove. This removes any element of the list if whatever you tell the computer, if whatever you say you want to remove is even in the list. So you type in the name of your list again, height.remove. Then in brackets you write down, you type in what you want to remove. Let's say you're like, oh yeah, it didn't go from 3 to 3.5. It went directly from 3 to 4. Then you do height.remove 3.5. The computer checks and makes sure that 3.5 is in the list before removing it. So when the computer checks it, it sees that 3.5 is in the list, and when I call on height again, it will have removed it. And as you can see, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 3.5 has been removed from the list. That is the end of tutorial number 7 in the Learn Python for Beginners course. I hope you learned a lot about lists. If you liked the video, please subscribe to my channel and please like this video. I will be back soon with our next tutorial, our next episode very soon.